Lionel Messi is back and in a big way for Inter Miami. 2 goals and an assist in their 3-1 win over Philadelphia at the weekend. And for more on this result and Inter Miami, we are delighted to welcome in his teammate, Benjamin Cremaschi. Good morning, Ben. How are you?
Good morning. Everything's good. It's good to be on here.
Well, congratulations are in order because I've been told you just signed a new contract with Inter Miami that's going to keep you there through 2027 with an option for 2028. The first Inter Miami homegrown player to get a contract extension. Benjamin, this is so special. This is your hometown club. What does it mean to be seen as a part of this club's future?
It's amazing. Obviously, since I've been here, I want to help stay here and represent the city that I was born in, the city that I grew up in. So just being able to sign the second contract in this club is super special for me, my family, my friends. Obviously, it means I'm here for a little longer. I could represent the club a little longer. So it's obviously a great opportunity, and I'm super happy about it.
Ben, I want to talk about your growth as a player. You know, I saw you come into the league last season and get your feet wet and adjust, and now you've kind of just absolutely torn it up since you've been on the pitch with Inter Miami under Tata Martino. But where are you today? How have you grown? Where have you seen the most growth in your game, and where do you feel like you still need to improve? Of course, we always have to improve, but where do you feel like you need to focus on improving?
Yeah, I feel like something that I should improve on is maybe my sharpness and try to make everything the best quality possible. I feel like that's an aspect of my game that I could obviously improve on. Final third, just those small details, and that at the end of the day change everything in the game. But I think I've grown a lot as a player. I'm more mature as the days pass. I start understanding the game better, the sport better, and I feel like that's something in my game that I've matured and gotten a lot better at since the beginning of last year.
Benjamin, Benha, can I call you Benha? Is that cool?
It's fine, yeah.
Very nice. You guys obviously in the lead right now for the Supporters Shield. Inter Miami's banging on all cylinders. At the beginning of the season, we all talked about on this desk that maybe the team would look a little different if some of the bigger names on the team were either injured or out for, international duty. But you guys have been playing incredibly well, regardless of who's on the pitch. What do you think makes you so good?
Yeah, obviously we have 4 of the best players in the world, but we have other top players here, quality players, and when we're missing one of them or 2 or I don't know how many, we still compete, we still take over and dominate games, and I feel like that's important. If we could do that without them or missing a couple players, imagine what we could do with them. So I think it's huge, for a club to have players that could come up and still perform how the first team does or how the starters do. So I think it's huge for the team and huge for the city.
Benha, I got to watch and cover for Scoreline the match at the weekend. You guys demolished Philadelphia. It could have been 20-1, given how Lionel Messi was playing and how the rest of the team was playing. What has it meant to you and the rest of the team to have him back, especially at this point of the season?
I mean, it's amazing. Obviously, we're down 1-0 pretty quick into the game, and obviously going down a goal in a minute is tough. But obviously, he showed us what he can do again. He's an incredible player. We always want to have him. We haven't had him for, I think, like 3 months, and we've obviously missed him. I mean, his first game back, he comes and does what he does, and it's just incredible to us. We see and we know what he can do for us, so we're just super happy to have him back, and hopefully he stays healthy for the rest of the season.
Ben, I want to talk to you about the Olympic experience, but first I want to ask you, you're a two-way midfielder, right? I know you're aggressive, you can defend, you can also attack in transition. In training, I know you guys like to play the small-sided games. Have you had an opportunity to put a tackle in to Messi or Suarez or Busquets? Has that happened yet? And what has the reaction been?
Yeah, obviously, I mean, we go hard in training, but we try to not really hit them. Obviously, because we need to take care of them even when we're competing and everything. We need to we need to protect them. So I haven't really hit any of them
No
or
oopsies.
anything. But obviously, we go hard in training and we try to compete. And it's good. We have very quality and high intensity trainings.
So now tell me about this Olympic experience, because from the outside looking in, it looked like you guys, one, had a really tight group, but the Olympics in Paris looked magical. What was that experience like for you, and how did you feel like you grew as a player?
Yeah, it was an amazing experience. I mean, what made it that month super easy was the group that we had. We had an amazing group. We're always together, always messing around as a team, and it was just amazing to be there with those guys. Obviously, the experience was huge, especially for me, and obviously other guys could say the same. Um, but yeah, it was incredible. It's the first time I lived something like that, so obviously the experience is massive. And yeah, we just had a great time. Hopefully next time we get a little further, but it was important to go out there and show that we could do it in the near future.
Benja, one of the things that stands out the most about you, and we get to hear a little bit of it on the show when Nico's here, is your Miami accent. It comes out loud and clear. You said really like twice on the show so far. So I want to know, are you Argentinian? Are you more Argentinian or more Miami? Are you more mate or more cafecito? And you know, the men's national team just got an Argentinian coach. He might be a little mate. Where do you sit on the scale?
Yeah, I think I'm a little mixture of both. I could probably say I'm more Miami since I was born and raised here, but obviously I have Argentinian culture and everything with Miami accent and everything. So it's a fun little mix. But yeah, there's new head coach. I think he'll be great for the USA. I think he has a ton of experience and hopefully he could really help us, really help the national team, and I think he will. So it's gonna be fun, exciting, and we'll see what happens.
But I got to know if it's put on the table. You going cafecito or mate?
No, I'm probably mate.
Okay, so who makes the best mate on the team on Inter Miami?
No, I don't know. I have no
Come
idea.
on.
I know, no, they're always switching up. All the guys are always drinking and yeah, but it's good. There's always one laying around, so we have a good time here.
I can imagine. Benja, you guys are well in the driver's seat in the Supporters Shield, and the playoffs are coming up. What's the mindset of the team? You guys have a sizable lead in the Supporters Shield race. So is that the focus, or is it playoffs? Where are we at?
Yeah, I mean, before playoffs, we have to win the league. We end up in the best possible position, hopefully first. So. We know that's the goal right now. We'll focus on playoffs when we're there. But yeah, obviously the focus right now is to win as many games and leave ourselves in a good positions for playoff. And we'll see what happens in playoffs. But right now we're focused on these next few games that's gonna separate us from the rest. So,
Benja, you go away for the Olympics and you were playing 90 minutes, you were playing every match. You come back and it feels like you're still trying to work your way back into the lineup, because that's how competitive this team is. And if you miss some matches, and it may be because of injury, it may be because of international duty, that it's very tough to get back into the team. What's it been like for you now, trying to figure out how do I get myself back in this team so I can play 90 minutes heading into the playoffs?
yeah, obviously it's tough, because you want to play as much as you can. You want to be a starter, play 90 minutes, or play as many minutes as a starter. But I know that this team is hard to play in, because there's a lot of big players, a lot of competitive players, and this team has completely changed from last year. And I know that it's hard to get in, but obviously I'm trying to focus, on the things that I could improve on. The thing the coach wants, and hopefully, in the next couple games or in the next game, I could get my opportunity and have a chance at it. But I know that I just have to work hard, and hopefully the opportunity just presents itself.
Well, Benja, thank you so much again for taking the time to join us this morning. Congratulations again on the contract extension, and best of luck the rest of the season.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for having me.